The chosen one. Money will work for you. Have you finished it? Yes. This time has come because you refused to give up. When life put you under strain, you did not give up. You did not give in when the world expected you to. You stood your ground. You strolled through rainstorms, and now you're standing on hallowed ground, seeing the heavenly recompense unfold before your eyes. The money that looked like a faraway dream is going to serve you, work for you, and increase. You've advanced to a new level under your authority. Alignment, not luck. You did it. You've done what many people never do. Financial authority, and money is no longer your ruler. It's your tool. The chosen one. Before we continue, take a big breath. This moment is inscribed in the stars for you. What you're going to read in this letter has the potential to change the course of your life. So stick with this video till the very finish. Do not simply watch it. Absorb it. Allow it to absorb into your being and leave your best wishes in the comment section. Speak from your heart. Write them as if they were already finished. Also add the numbers 777 to communicate to the cosmos that your desire is alive and active. Now, just doing it gives you energy. That is a valid remark. You aren't simply writing words. You're creating your new reality. Now choose one. I like this video. Subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please allow us to return to the deeper message that is waiting for you. You see, you didn't just wish for this existence. You created it out of unseen substance while others toiled with what they could see. You trusted the unseen. You remained constant when it seemed that nothing was changing. You were obedient to a greater calling, even if it seemed illogical. You responded to the inner prompting that prompted you to leave your comfort zone and enter into the unknown. As a result, you have achieved something few people ever do: divine financial freedom. Not just riches, but wealth that speaks to you. You are going to find a life in which you will no longer seek money. Money follows you. Opportunities are now searching for you. Doors are opening due to your energy, frequency, obedience, and personality. You have become magnetic. That is what occurs once you reach this dimension. You're no longer begging. You will no longer pursue yourself or make compromises in order to advance. You are attractive. That is the difference. And the world knows precisely who you are right now. You've reached a point when the seeds you sowed silently are now yelling in harvest. The hard nights are paying off the sacrifices, which are turning into overflow. You've paid the price, and now you're going to reap the benefits. It does not just transform your life. It establishes your legacy. There is money coming not just for you, but also for your name, family, and future generations after you. Your choice to be disciplined is going to benefit folks you haven't met yet. That's how deep this gets. That's how strong your faith has been. You've become what money is looking for. Money and power both have frequencies. Purpose also matters. For far too long, people assumed that money followed hustling. However, no money follows alignment. It follows divine timing and those who are courageous enough to defy generational norms. You've done it. You are no longer committed to survival. You are currently entering the frequency of command. And here's the miracle. Money performs best when it understands where it is headed. You'll eventually become the sort of person who doesn't make money but loses it. You construct with it. You invest it. You enlarge it. That's why more is on the way. You are no longer praying for bills to be paid. You are asking for wisdom to deal with overflow. That is the transformation. You have passed the exam. You no longer have a poverty attitude that prevents you from enjoying life's benefits. You don't undermine success anymore. You aren't frightened of having more. In fact, you are ready to take on greater responsibilities. And this is why the floodgates are opening. You're ready. The gates are reacting to your preparation. The vaults are reacting to your leadership. Heaven is sponsoring your next step since you've shown your ability to manage it. Here's something much deeper. Money is more than simply a reward for your efforts. It now responds to your presence. That's correct. Your energy is rich. Your presence causes a change in the room. Your ideas generate profit. You've reached the reality where your words become apparent. Checks. Where your vision draws investment. Your donation provides a source of inspiration and healing for many individuals. You did not get rich via coincidence. You become rich via change. The chosen one. The world attempted to define you as broken, destitute, and defeated, but the skies rewrote your tale. You are destined for wealth. You are destined for prosperity. You have been designated for royalty. This is not only about actual money. This is about how money has become a language you can speak fluently. It is a frequency that you experience on a daily basis. As the vibration increases, so will the people, relationships, and supplies that match it. You've reached the point where you no longer need to do anything else. You should be more. Money responds to your individuality. That explains why you are attracting things so quickly. That is why your blessings are increasing, since you now trust in your value. And money always flows where conviction exists. You're no longer an outsider looking in. You are the nucleus now. You were picked to move money forward with purpose and accuracy. You have been trusted with this level because you have shown that you would not abuse it. You've shown that you won't adore it. You've shown that you won't shrink when the numbers climb. You've shown that, with or without it, you're still valued. That's what makes you dangerous in the best sense. Money no longer defines you. It serves you. It follows you. It creates what you tell it to build. And that is why the new chapter is so compelling. Because you are now operating as a vessel rather than a victim. The check is on its way. The transfer is moving. The transaction is being completed in your favor. Not because you asked for it, but because you've grown into the person capable of handling it. You are trustworthy with money. You are competent with money, and heaven's cash is flowing into your hands because you've shown that your heart can carry it without pride and your intellect can lead it purposefully. You didn't simply fantasize about money. You were the version of yourself who could get it. And the selected one has the secret. The world does not educate anybody that they may beg for money, but few grow up to handle the weight of riches. You, on the other hand, went the long route and avoided shortcuts. You did not take shortcuts. You developed your potential in quiet. You studied how to multiply. You learned to save, how to invest and maximize your limited resources. And now the money that is coming is not going to save you. It is beginning to respect you. The transition from desperation to domination, from pleading for financial assistance to controlling financial reality, is critical. That transformation did not occur overnight. It occurred in your everyday choices. It occurred when you talked over yourself and no one was applauding. It occurred in your faith while the outcomes hadn't yet arrived. The cosmos has no option but to reward you. The divine law must respect you. Money must react to your constancy. You have changed from survival to strategy. That is what makes you dangerous today, because you are no longer thinking tiny. You're not spending recklessly. You're thinking about legacy. You're sowing the seeds of generational success. You are creating systems that will survive you. You've shifted from a mentality of just enough to one of overflowing with effect. Don't get it twisted. This did not stem from ego. It resulted from evolution. You did not pursue the appearance of affluence. You pursued alignment. You choose to be wealthy in patience, knowledge, and trust. As a consequence, actual money has no option but to come and equal that wealth. Because money is not the source of your power. It is now a mirror of itself. And now you're ready to sponsor other people's aspirations as well as your own. You are ready to be the hero in someone else's narrative. You're prepared to be the one who writes checks, completes projects, opens doors, and generates jobs. You are entering a world in which you will no longer have to wait for someone to employ you. You create something that recruits others. That is riches with heavenly insight. That is a purpose in motion. You are being promoted because you have the heart of a multiplier. When others squander, you create. When others fear, you plan. You innovate in response to others' complaints. That is why heaven is sending resources your way. God can trust that when He blesses you, the world improves. You don't just take. You undergo a transformation. The chosen one. Here, this is quite profound. The favor over your life is now financial. That implies doors will open only because your name is mentioned. Deals will be closed merely because your current accounts will overflow. because your signature appears on them. You will not have to struggle. You will not be required to provide proof. You will not need to explain. Wealth will just find you since you are no longer only deserving. You are ready. Your energy has been enhanced. Your intellect has been reinforced. Your spirit has been polished. You are no longer frightened by delays or denials. You understand the concepts of weight and strength. You know how to prepare quietly. And the stance, that positioning, it causes angels to move on your behalf. It is generating miraculous openings that money may pass through. Prepare for what seems to be an unfair favor. Prepare for what seems to be too much, since the days of just enough are past. You're getting compensated for the suffering, paid for the effort, awarded for the risk, and repaid for the years when you gave and gave until you had nothing left. Now you're going to receive in ways that will surprise, restore, and support you. And the best part, you'll do it with elegance. You won't brag, but you will build. You will not flex, but you will finance. You will not brag, but you will show up for others, for your purpose, for the difference you're meant to make. You will make money feel as if it has finally been given a meaningful purpose. You're not a money seeker. You are a money commander. It is now listening to your voice. It obeys your commands. And the world will be in awe as everything you touch turns to gold. Mastery, not magic. You have learned patience. You have mastered faith. You have mastered your energy. Now your exterior existence is coming up to your internal frequency. The future holds affluence that seems like calm. Money provides freedom. Riches that increase without taking away your delight. You will not be burdened. You'll be rewarded since you've established limits. You possess knowledge. You know how to say no. You understand what drains you. You know what motivates you. Because of this lucidity, you will not squander your following chapter. Everything in your life is being rearranged to facilitate the flow of riches. Your connections are shifting. Your surroundings are moving. Your routine is improving. Why? Because money craves order, and your life is becoming a magnet for increased rewards. That is not random. That is divine design. Maintain your sense of self. Stay thankful. Continue to be open. You do not need to force anything. Your simple presence is sufficient. Your presence alone generates money flows. Each move you take is fortunate. Every room you enter presents an investing opportunity. Every word you say bears weight. You are now in the flow of financial favor, and nothing can prevent it. There is no need to postpone or question, not even in the past, because you are walking with conviction today. And conviction moves money. Purpose draws power. Clarity generates capital. And you choose one that defines all three. The game has changed. The chosen one. You no longer follow the scarcity rules. You've completely rebuilt your energy blueprint. You no longer see money as distant or elusive. You consider it part of your heavenly birthright. It no longer serves as a reward for hard work. It is in reaction to your spiritual growth. The cosmos is not testing you right now. It is trusting you. And that trust, it comes with evidence. Money is starting to act differently around you. You will discover that individuals with resources are suddenly interested in your concept. You'll see initiatives acquire traction overnight. You will get unexpected deposits, unanticipated possibilities, and miraculous introductions. Not because you asked for them, but because you were ready for them. Heaven does not unleash strength without a reason. And now that your purpose is activated, your provision is automated. You have entered divine automation. Allow the reality to settle in. You no longer have to be concerned about how that section is handled by forces larger than you. You're here to concentrate on the what and why. What do you want to build? Why do you want to create it? The answers to these questions will decide the amount of money you own. Because money isn't arriving to feed your ego. It's about to finance your essence. And when money fulfills its purpose, explosions occur. Systems are constructed. Families are healed. Communities are altered. That is exactly why you are here. You're not only here to display your money. You are here to wield it. You have become a custodian of heavenly economics. What is being put in your hands is not merely for entertainment. It is intended to leave a legacy, for impact, for change. And that's why this overflow will feel different. It won't cause misunderstanding. It will not come with strings. It will not involve manipulation. It will get clean, pure and righteous, completely yours. Because these contracts are spiritual, the blessings are encoded. The checks are already written. They are only waiting for your signature. You signed with faith. You've joined on with obedience. And now the payoff is unavoidable. It's time to recognize how profoundly this additional dimension influences your life, not only outwardly, but also within. Because each new financial level brings a new spiritual lesson. You'll start to perceive money as a mirror of inner clarity. The clearer your spirit is, the sooner you will see financial results. Confusion is expensive, but so is clarity. It compounds. That is why the effort you perform for yourself in the dark is now paying off in the light. You were honed via quiet, so you may excel in strategy. You learned to trust your instincts. You stopped questioning your authority. You started listening to the voice of knowledge that said, you don't have to beg anymore. You have been selected. And the realization made you magnetic. You stopped pursuing and began attracting because you stopped questioning yourself. The chosen one. Money will begin to arrive more easily now that it no longer detects fear in you. It no longer detects desperation. It takes up direction, which is a money magnet. You're no longer shooting darts into the dark. You are creating with purpose, and the universe cannot overlook someone who is clear about their goals. It must reply. It must reorganize itself to accommodate you. That's why fresh doors will open quicker than you can knock. Don't be shocked if you get the offer you hope for. Don't be surprised when a customer calls, an investor contacts you, or a promotion comes suddenly. These things are not at random. They're scheduled. You have amazing timing, divine order, divine acceleration. You're no longer on Earth's calendar. You're on heaven's timetable. That's why everything seems to be moving faster. That's why it takes you months to do what others took years. You're not fortunate. You're aligned, and alignment accelerates time. You've combined your frequency with that of money. That implies your name is suddenly being uttered in rooms you've never been. Your essence is causing waves that you haven't yet noticed. But believe me, they are genuine. You'll feel it when the checks come. They won't feel charitable. They will feel like recompense. They'll feel like a correction. As if the cosmos is saying, I apologize for the delay. Here's double for your trouble. You're about to get compensated for what? They attempted to break you. Compensated for what you had to bear alone. You will be rewarded for each tear, difficulty, and time you choose faith over fear. And not only money, but also movement. Your life is going to change in every way. Doors, relationships, clarity, and vitality are all growing. Because when money works for you, everything else starts to make sense. Your health improves. Your confidence grows. Your judgment sharpens. That is the beauty of plenty and heavenly flow. It enhances everything. And now that you've achieved this level, don't shrink. You were born for this. You were created to direct riches, not just crave it. You are a force, not a follower. You are not a borrower, but rather a beacon. You are a builder and not a beggar. And now that your thinking fits your purpose, money has no option but to comply. And here's something holy you should remember. You do not owe anybody an explanation for your ascent.